So Leo, this is your extended for the new moon in Sagittarius, and I'm going to clarify the past, the present, and the future with these little tarot cards. And the Four of Wands is clarified. I love taking jumpers, but that doesn't always happen. With the Eight of Swords, and the Star card is clarified here. Ooh, too many. Let me take this on top. I pull the Four of Cups that is clarifying that. And I'm seeing here that the Four of Wands is really describing the amount of anxiety that existed in your previous relationship. That's the story I'm getting. In your previous efforts to actually build something, a relationship on a very positive inspiration, on a positive note, it began very hopefully as a plan to expand both you and your partner in a way that only partially manifested. It did not manifest for you in that same way. The Four of Cups to the Star is describing your dissatisfaction, your disappointment in the way that things did not turn out. And along the way, my sense is that you gave up early on in the relationship, and your sense of disappointment just led you further and further to a sense of having to build your own practice, your own desires, having to move away from things that once promised a sense of fulfillment but did not manifest that way. In fact, the offers that were made to you became shallow, became hollow. And there was a sense of restlessness in your relationship that nothing after a while was satisfying for you. Nothing that this other person could do satisfied you, or vice versa. Nothing you did could satisfy this person. So there was a general sense that things you got, the things you wanted, but it wasn't what you thought it would be. It didn't feel the way that you thought it would feel. And so this is sort of describing a very difficult parting of the ways. I don't sense that you are finished with one another. There is still some kind of a functional relationship, but it is barely functional. I'm going to clarify the present, the King of Wands and the Three of Swords here. And I have the Page of Swords, and for the Eight of Cups, I have the Sun card. This is lovely. So yes, a lot of churning, a lot of anxiety around the things that you believed were things that you both wanted. The things that you also believed that you personally wanted caused you a lot of stress, a lot of worry. There was a lot of fast-paced action, a lot of flurry, a lot of controlling behavior in the past. And as you've moved away from that relationship, you have actually learned to look at your own assumptions about what you believed would make you happy. And this is where you have allowed yourself to be curious about what you thought was right for you, what you thought was the way it was supposed to be. And in that regard, you have fearlessly really looked at some very difficult personal behaviors and patterns in your own behavior, but in your life as well. Maybe patterns that you observed in your family, around you, in your social circle, patterns of heartbreak and disappointment, partnering up with people without adequate vetting of those people. So it's as though making assumptions based on the way things looked on the outside, the words people used, rather than their behaviors, their actions that showed you who they were. And this is kind of cautionary. It's advising you because you have an opportunity to make a new connection, a deeper connection. And some of what you've learned is how to be curious, how to share information, ideas, experiences together, and really give that a chance to marinate rather than making assumptions about the way it's going to be without the necessary adequate information, without getting to know each other well. And the Sun card is describing your sense now based on the work that you've done, and you've done some pretty serious work around the way your previous ideas about what a union, what happiness, what stability and security would be, what your growth could be. You've now owned that process. You've no longer given it away in perhaps a way that you did in the past. You may have assumed based on what a partner said that you would be growing and finding and fulfilling your own best life, your own best destiny. You would be shining, happy, and successful, but you have no longer allowed others to steer that experience. You're now taking ownership of your own happiness. You understand the value, your own worth. You understand that you are meant to shine. You are a leader. You come with passionate heart, courage and bravery in everything you do. You're willing to work hard for what you know will bring you success. And now that you own that, you're not dependent on others for that. You've learned how to work hard, how to be consistent. And so that discipline is what is now assures that whether you enter a relationship or not, whether you commit at the same level as you may have committed in the past or differently, you are true to you. That is something that can't be given away. It is something, however, that can enhance any relationship, and that makes you attractive, but also you are, I wouldn't say guarded, you are cautious. You've now learned that there's no need to rush, that this can be an enjoyable friendship, courtship, partnership, without having to make a commitment to anything except what is going to make you happy, what is going to bring you success, what authentically serves your needs. In the future, the Knight of Coins and the Knight of Swords are clarified by the Nine of Pentacles. I thought that Sun would these are slippery little things. And the Two of Swords. Oh, I do have two cards here. So I have the Eight of Cups, a repeat, and the Two of Swords here. Okay. So I love this because the Nine of Pentacles is sort of echoing the energy of the Sun. And the Sun clarifies this Eight of Cups. This is your willingness to go and do what you need to do for you. You are not held back by others' needs, your close bonds with others. If it interferes with what you know is going to make you happy, make you complete, the challenge that is going to bring significance to your life, that is meaningful to you, nothing is going to stop you from that. And in fact, you are well on your way to absolute independence. This independence means that you've learned how to invest in yourself. You've learned how to create your own stability and your own security. You've learned to cultivate your own garden. And in doing so, not only are you a better partner? But you continue to attract a partner who is willing and able to do the same thing for themselves. This attracts you to the kind of dynamic relationship that you once believed that you had entered into. So you're not giving away your independence anymore. If you ever did, this isn't necessarily saying that you gave it away, but you're not letting anybody else steward that for you. You're taking ownership of that. And this is making you more solid and making you more attractive as somebody who can partner in an achievement. So this is not just necessarily a romantic partner or spouse. This is also teams you work with, a business partnership. You're solid. You've got a path. And furthermore, your ability to, at your greater exposure to more ideas, more information, a diversity of cultures and educational experiences, widening your horizons means that you can trust your intuition. As long as you're building on your happiness, as long as you're investing in what you need to do to build your dreams, you can relax. You don't have to be suspicious of every new opportunity or new relationships in the way that maybe this former relationship had you feeling on edge, anxious, nervous, worried, concerned all the time about what someone else could do, someone else trying to take control from you, someone else trying to control the all the elements of a relationship or a home or a family. Instead, now you can invest in yourself and trust your intuition when you have the information you need. You don't have to go and figure everything out anymore. You know that your intuition will lead you in the best way forward because you've already tapped into who you truly are and your potential to be who you are, enhancing any relationship, any goal that you seek. And finally, Leo, I'm going to pull a language of flowers and ask that you like this video, that you share with someone who might enjoy it. Please comment. I enjoy your thoughts. And subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. And I pulled Belladonna. And the key word is silence. Listen more and quiet be. I'm thanking you so much for your time, Leo. Until next time, namaste.